creating moment to moment. This pandemic will change civilization. Why are we going through a pandemic and the fear of life and death? This is the era of realization. All through history, we have observed and have been curious as we seek guidance from constellations, stars, signs, planets, astrology to understand more deeply our perceived reality and how to react to these happenings. Is this world war in the offing or is this the global war? Planets in the horoscope show karmic patterns of energy that affect us. If we understand our energies and our consciousness, we can learn to work with these energies and develop our awareness to more refined, higher octaves, which will then attract new possibilities in our lives. What are these karmic patterns? All through the periods of BC, AD, mankind survived or destroyed for the lust of land or power, and we believed that this was prosperity. And this feeling has been so deeply ingrained in our primitive mind to the extent that we react and involve our energies to be destructive without even realizing. What do the stars say astrologically? It has been observed that planets Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and the other major planets Saturn and Mars are mainly responsible for the outbreak of a great war or mass death in the world. For all of mankind, Saturn turns the next 2.5 years as the years of karma, the law of cause and effect. Karma. Why Saturn? Because Saturn acts as a debt collector. The point here is that Saturn acts as a universal mechanism that assesses the work done during the previous cycle. 3 points to be noted. First, Saturn teaches acceptance of a horror that was man made and patience to handle it and do the unthinkable. That is forced lockdown. This pandemic, we realize the value of small things in life, and if that changes a person, they will move to the next cycle of learnings. The second, maintaining balance in nature, respecting the order of law of nature, is the advanced cycle learning. Extensive fishing has perished sea life to an extent that innocent dolphins, whales are dying of starvation or plastic. Vegetarianism and its importance. Third, karma bites. If the person has been repeatedly having the same behavioral patterns and effectively got stuck without being able to resolve them, that is, if they defy the norms, are greedy, cruel, defiant, or extreme, opportunistic, then the person is likely to suffer the wrath of Saturn again and again. One may conclude that Saturn, in its essence, is a teacher, a strict disciplinarian, and actually wise. It acts as a gateway keeper and a cosmic filter and separator. What does the Saturn Pluto classic combination do? When combined with Pluto, Saturn energies become super dense. This is the time when everything false is likely to get forcibly deconstructed. This combination teaches a larger lesson. The First World War had occurred due to the great power interests, rivalries, and alliances. The Second World War was driven by the aims of leaders to dominate their spheres of influence. Example Hitler, Mussolini, Stalin, etc. The astrology charts of these commanders indicate the rationale of this madness. Great commanders or leaders in today's world must know when to stop and not aggravate matters, especially until 21st February 2021. Countries under the planetic influences are America, China, India, Germany, and Pakistan. In the years 1929 and 32, the worldwide GDP fell by an estimated 15%. By comparison, worldwide GDP fell by less than 1% from 2008 to 2009 during the Great Recession. But Uranus and Pluto continued through March 2015. What is remarkable is that these are the same similar arrangements of all the three planets in the beginning of the Great Depression. The First World War outcome was a total of deaths attributed was 17 million, out of which 7 million were civilians. The Second World War was short, but the level of violence was without precedence. Estimates of fatalities range from 50 to over 80 million. What is happening in 2020? Pluto conjunction can be seen as a global Saturn return of karmic nature that applies to the whole world now in 2020 till 2022. There will be a worldwide correction in real estate, traditional businesses, manpower, big industries going on automation, the stock market will see massive correction and a test of time. The action of Pluto is the one of disintegration and transformation. Pluto rules over death and resurrection, and the principle of karma fits its image really well. Diseases, natural disasters, civil unrest, protests, disassociation with political powers and government will be tragic for the economy of many countries. Saturn needs to undergo the test of time. We will need to learn to be resilient and adapt to change. The structures of our society may pass the test if they are strong and truthful. But anything false and superficial is more than likely to collapse. Let's talk about India. India will go through a lot of learnings to finally understand and follow discipline, correction in everyone's behavior. The exact conjunction began from January 12, 2020. The foundational tensions between India and its neighbor Pakistan are currently running at peak levels, already resulting in loss of lives and limited military actions. The two nuclear armed nations are extremely bitter towards each other, and China will join and add more fire to this by reclaiming the water resources of India. This claiming of water resources may have begun in 2018 and is now directly viewed by all. This will dry India, and agriculture that has been neglected will become a negative economy, a cause for much worry. If not controlled, now a single incident in September 2020 can tip the situation out of balance for India. This pandemic event is painful. It is important to realize that they are the action of cosmic necessity that ensures the health and survival of the bigger system, the planet. The Earth goes through seismic rattle due to our traffic and vehicle movements. The planets Rahu and Ketu stand for plots, sedition, underhand dealings, and underworld activities. When passing through the ruling sign of a country, Saturn makes history in that nation and leaves its indeniable mark in the sign in its transits. For India, traffic sounds will add to their woes as the seismic waves will triple the effect of planet Saturn. This noise, if controlled with discipline, can alter the devastation for the next 2.5 years. And with Pluto, the planet of rebirth, also cruising through Capricorn, transformations will be inescapable for India. What is the Great Emergence? The fact that all life on Earth is connected and related to each other. The emergence of the internet forced the world economies into a new phase of wealth generation based on everything virtual. Virtual production, virtual exploitation, virtual purchases, and virtual people of social media. On a macro level, it is predicted that Saturn in Capricorn will directly impact institutional systems. There will be abundant shifts pertaining to authority, government, and large-scale corporations. Previously, Saturn in Capricorn had correlated with the Great Depression and the fall of Berlin Wall. And with Pluto, the planet of rebirth, everyone will have to accept change. Will this happen again? The future triple conjunction of 2053 to 2054. Uranus denotes disruptive changes, revolutionary ideas, scientific progress of the modern world, and nuclear science. June 15, 2053 until February 2, 2054 could be equally groundbreaking technology-wise and revolution-wise. The new era of realization 2020 to 2022 is imperatively warning the world that in 2053 the world will go through water crisis, and this will undeniably may bring back suffering to mankind that we cannot even imagine. Acceptance and change is imperative. Your spiritual energies will carry forward your thoughts in the years of karma. That is why it is very important to understand the significance of karma and how to clear your karmic debt, or simply focus on improving your energies and working towards respecting Mother Earth and recognizing your own consciousness with awareness. The primitive mind is like a hardware in the computer. It comes with a certain data. What data are we carrying forward? Are the children born in this new earth going to be evolved? Or will they carry the burden of our data and self-destroy themselves? Everything in this universe is made out of energy. Energy is everything. You have all experienced this in your life. Example: you meet someone suddenly and you're naturally attracted to that person and you feel as if you have known them forever. Or if you go to a place and you feel negative energy, you want to leave from there right away. That is what is energy. What you feel about your life with the global fear and all the downloading that you have done recently will shape your destiny. The years 2020, 2021, 2022 implores humans to focus on the spiritual potential of each person. The fundamental point is that the horoscope shows one's karmic energy situation, but not who we really are. The spiritual self within still needs great exploration. This event for humans is to encourage and inspire oneself to awaken and to express itself through their own self awareness. Within each of us is the vast potential to be awakened. Your sun sign astrological chart is a wonderful spiritual guide, and you, as a singular potential, can make a great change. Hopefully, this information will open doors and encourage many in the direction of self realization. What will become of India, China, USA, and a few other countries? What is karma and how do you free yourself from this debt? Watch all this in my next videos. Subscribe to my channel, like, and share. Namaste, God bless. May we all have peace, balance, and harmony. Creating moment to moment.